This is second grade Into Math, Module 18, Lesson 1. We are going to estimate lengths using inches. I can use 1-inch tiles to estimate lengths. We are going to start on page 430. Please gather your workbook and a pencil. As always, you can pause this video anytime you need to. So let's get started. On page 430, under Build Understanding, a square tile is 1 inch long, and here they have an example of a 1-inch tile. Josh sorts crayons of different lengths for an art project. How can Josh use a square tile to estimate the length of this crayon? That word estimate, we need to talk about that. If we look over at the connected vocabulary, we find that to estimate is to make a reasonable guess. So the question is asking us to take a look at this green crayon, and knowing that each tile is 1 inch, we need to find out about how many tiles long is the crayon. Now, they have done some outlines here for you. So we are looking at 1, 2, 3 spaces. So we can say it's about 3 tiles, right? And then we can take the tiles and place them underneath the crayon to measure. And when we do this, we find that our estimate, our best guess, was correct. So when we look at about how many inches long is the crayon, there are 3 tiles, and that means there are 3 inches because each tile was 1 inch. So we can count that there are 1, 2, 3 inches. Let's take a look at the next page, page 431, under Step It Out. Use the red tile to estimate the length of the marker. Remember that the word estimate means that we are going to make a reasonable guess, our vocabulary. So you may want to pause this video and go ahead and use 1-inch tiles to estimate and lay down tiles underneath the green marker to find out how many tiles there are. Now let's take a look at part A. Draw more tiles of the same size. How many total tiles match the length of the marker? So here's where we need to draw the same size tile underneath the marker. So if you've already done this, you could trace yours, or you can just follow along with me. So I have placed the same size tile underneath the marker, and I find that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 tiles. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in here. And then I'm going to look at part B. Since each tile has the length of 1 inch, the marker is about, we can say, 6 inches long, because we know that each tile is the length of 1 inch. Great job. Now let's look at Check Understanding. Draw more tiles to match the length of the pencil. Draw the tiles and then circle the best estimate. If you would like to pause and try this on your own, you may do so, or you can follow along with me. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw out more tiles to match the length of the pencil. I have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to look at my options for the best estimate, about 10 inches, 5 inches, or 2 inches. And because of my drawings, I'm going to go ahead and circle about 5 inches because each tile represents 1 inch. So this is the best estimate. If you would like to go back and rewatch this video, you may do so, and you can pause anytime you need to as needed.